Greetings to my warriors, to my subscribers, to my TGs, to my family and my friends. What's poppin'? Y'all, the kid is coming through with a boost of energy no matter what we have going on. Keep your energy up, your vibrations up. Focus on what you do have going right in your life. Focus on what goals and harvest came in thus far. Ashe. Celebrate the small victories. Pay attention to the details. Y'all already know Virgo energy, Virgo season. A time to be meticulous. Ashe. A time to really hone in on your craft. Cleaning. When I tell you that I took the message that was given and I hit them baseboards and I hit them corners, them doors, them portals, them windows. Ashe. Blue house got a boost. My house, when energetically I can feel its heaviness. Ashe, no matter how much I clean, i.e. Bobo, when the house feels heavy, it's time for me to put in that work. So that's what I did inside the home, outside the home. Clean, cleanse, concentrate, focus on getting that energy out. Be mindful of little nooks and crannies. You want to try to get every crumb. You want to try to get every little dust bunny, every little cobweb, because as we're living in our home and we're going through our emotions and our thought process, the good, the bad, the ugly, and the what the fuck, y'all know negative energy loves dust, dirt, clutter, mayhem, chaos, being erratic and sporadic and all over the place. Virgo energy is coming through to encourage us to clean shit up, get it up out of here. Ashe. So if you never thought of it that way, your shadow weaver is coming through with a different perspective in regards to dust and dirt and grime. If you're feeling heavy or you just can't seem to get out of a funk, Ashe, you probably got some shit in the corners of your home. Ashe, I would do the same for my car. I would do the same for my office space. Ashe. You want to elevate that energy. That is definitely a message. Y'all know when I start going like this, messages are definitely coming through. Ashe. Another thing is Venus is going back direct. And we're still in that nebulous time. You know, there's always a shadow period when planets go from direct to retrograde and then back to direct. Ashe. So there's still a few days of transition. So Venus, when she goes into direct, is giving us time to do an assessment, a reevaluation of our feelings, of our thoughts and emotions. It gave us some time to slow down and really sit with it and really know what's going on inside of us, the truth, your heart's truth. So what is coming through for you, that is the energy that is, we're going back to direct because it's going to be time to make a move. Mercury will go back direct on the 15th. We'll have a new moon taking place on depending on where you live, we'll have Mercury going direct between the 14th and the 15th. Ashe. I think for us it'll be the 14th. i.e. Bobo. And then the new moon will be coming on the 15th as well. So there'll be a lot of celestial changes that are taking place. We overstand it. This is a cosmic shift, a spiritual shift. Y'all know what my warriors, Amethyst and Clover, we've been focusing a lot on love this season. Seems like this quarter has been heavily about love, and rightfully so. Venus has been around, and Venus is the energy that likes to shake shit up. Ashe. Venus rock with Libra. Venus also rock with Taurus. Ashe. I feel like Taurus has the jump. They've already pulled back in the cut. No matter, where they come out in the spread, they don't want to be mentioned too tough. So when we've been encouraged to take a step back so we can see the bigger picture, I feel like earth energies are already doing that, and we're getting the message. What they've been feeling, we're starting to vocalize. Ashe. So pay attention to your earthly friends. Nature, see how they're moving, see what's going on. I feel it in my spirit that autumn is coming early and it's going to be a cold winter, i.e. Bobo. So I've already started to get feelings and energies of things of winter. We're not even out of summer. Ashe. So these messages are coming. If you're grounded and you're focused and you're present, divine is not leaving anyone out. Ashe. Divine is letting us all know in advance, whether it's through dreams, whether it's through conversation, movie, books, animals, your familiars, Ashe, the people that you love and care about. There's some form of information that's coming through for everybody. Ashe. Ashe. So this is the end of summer. This is where we'll start to see less of the sun. Ayi Bobo, and it's going into hunter season. And it says heavy burdens. Ayi Bobo, Ashe yo. The weight of the world, taking on too much. Lighten your load. That's what I was speaking of when I was saying it's time to hit those nooks and crannies. Ashe. So if you're feeling heavy, that's a burden. If you're feeling heavy, if your home is feeling heavy, your office space, whenever you go in, you instantly feel drained. It's not just from, oh my gosh, I gotta go to work today. I mean, it's that. But it's not only that. There are a lot of people that are going through things personally, and it is spilling over into the workplace. So you want to make sure that you're keeping yourself protected. Lighten your load. Take a step back from people that are speaking negative, that are going through their shadows. Ashe, or they should be. Ayi Bobo. You're really being encouraged to lighten your load. Especially now, with Mercury still in retrograde, we're still processing information. So you should be able to see now what we can do to lighten our load. Some of us, we don't like to delegate. Some of us feel as though that nothing will get done unless we are the ones that take care of it. While that may be true, you want to check to see if that's an ego thing. Ashe, Ashe. So if people are asking, do you need help? Instead of always saying no, yes. And throwing it out there. And I know, I already had it in my head. Somebody like, I already did that. And they always telling me, if you need me, just say the word. And every time I ask them if they can help me, they always got something else going on. At the end of the day, the answer is always no. I understand, I overstand. So what I will say is this. If you can never get anyone to be there for you like you are for them, you're being encouraged right now to sit. Take a look at your relationships. Are you carrying other people's stress, burdens, misery, heartbreak? Are you carrying someone else's energy? If that's the case, give it back. You understand? Give it back. Like, you know what? And it's not being tit for tat. I feel like some people want to make it seem like, oh my God, you want to do that? You want to do that? No. This is about order, and this is about fairness. Virgo energy is all about order and fairness. This is where the purity of it all comes into play. Purity of heart. Ayi Bobo. Purity of mind, body, and spirit. So no, this is not about tit and tat. But if it was, or if it were, then you would be tat. Let me not say those don'ts too hard, but people need to understand that that's called using, and we all get used. It's just in a manner in which we're allowing ourselves to be used. Ashe, Ashe. But for people that always want something from someone and don't ever have or want to pour back in, yeah, it's time to reevaluate that. We could be carrying some burdens that do not belong to us. Ashe, either let it go, return it to sender, whatever it is that you feel you must do that. Ashe, Ashe. We'll take that one. Clarity on the rest. Anything else? We'll just take that one. I was trying to see if we can get a little deep. And they're like, no. No, you can't. Here we have air element communicating. Yep. We're getting ready to go into the... Baby, everything is just coming down. Mercury is still in retrograde. Ashe, Ashe. But with this air energy, Mercury rocks with Gemini. Gemini is an air sign. Ashe, Papa Legba is all over this. So you could be at a crossroads in regards to, you see that this burden is not yours. And you know you need to have a conversation. Fret not. You still have a few days because they're telling us not to make any major rash decisions while we're in Mercury retrograde. communication is a little wonky. We're not going to be heard in the manner in which we're speaking. Ashe, Ashe. So you still have a few days to Work that out. Come to terms with it yourself. Venus is going back direct. We're still in that nebulous energy. So this is the last few moments of really nailing down how you feel. Maybe you're a person that always wants to say, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. Stop selling yourself short. You do know. Ashe, all you need to do is take a moment. When a person asks you a question, whether they want it or not, whether they want the answer right then and there or not, it is your divine right to take a second and think before you speak. Ashe, this is not about choosing your words. This is about making sure that whatever is about to come out your mouth, you can live with that. Ashe, I know on the heat of the moment, baby, when you about to read somebody, you about to lace them, child, please, it feels good. But then in hindsight, one or two things either happen. Either you said something that you wish you didn't, or you didn't say something that you wish you did. We're being encouraged to really prepare. If you know that a person, if you're constantly thinking about a person, they're constantly on your mind, you're manifesting this conversation, whether it's now or 10 years from now. If you're thinking about them, they're thinking about you. Ashe. And whatever it is that you're rehearsing in your head, you are manifesting. Take that to your altar. Ayi boo boo. Ashe yo. So yeah, air energy is coming through. You could be a Libra, Aries, child, please. A Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Aries is jumping in somewhere. So if you do a lot of cross watching, you may want to go back and take a look into your sign. So if you have been rocking with any type of crossovers, focus a little bit on Aries, okay? Okay. And then let that be a message. Mind the business that pays you. Stop jumping into conversations that don't have anything to do with you. Ayi boo boo. And if you are, take a look to see where Aries is in your placement. Ashe, in your birth chart, take a look into that. Ayi boo boo. And this is 39, so it comes out to be a 12. Like I said, Papa Legba is all over this. Papa Legba rocks with Mercury. Mercury rocks with Virgo and Gemini. So communicating that energy is about to pick back up. Ashe. Ashe is still at a slow pace. You're still getting the opportunity to really see things for as they are. Reevaluate, revamp. I heard resize. Some of us need to downsize. Some of us are shooting for the stars. Whatever it is, you want to take a look at your plan. Ashe, Ashe, is there any tweaking and peeking that you can do? Ayi boo boo. It's time to really make your decisions and stick to them. We got the 5 of Wands down here on the floor. So there is some form of blockage, conflict, strife. The person may not want to hear that you don't want to hear what they have going on anymore. Ashe. Ashe. Blocking your path. And you're starting to see that. You're starting to see that you waste a lot of time being there for others, putting yourself second or putting yourself there last. You come second to nobody. Ashe, if you don't rock with that mantra, get in a habit of it. Ayi boo boo, we're not putting ourselves on the back burner, especially for people that are not pouring back into us. Ashe, Ashe, this is a learning opportunity. This is a time to take a look and evaluate your actions and your movements. Are you engaging in this, or are you seeing for what it is and still focusing on how do you get to the other side of this? This is about finding solutions. Virgo energy is really big on finding solutions. So this week, you want to really nail down some decisions. You don't necessarily, and take this to your altar, take action. But if you've been at the crossroads, if you've been, my yacht has been around, so if you've been trying to weigh the pros against the cons, now is that time to settle up. Ashe, where did the dust settle? How did things shake out? What's the plan? Leave room for life challenges, hurdles, just life. Ashe, but you need to really be honest with yourself. Your heart and your spirit is trying to communicate with you what you truly want and what you truly need. The bigger picture. I really get that energy that some of y'all are still playing small, being small, dreaming small. Ashe, communicate clearly with yourself and spirit. If you can't be honest with yourself, then you're not going to be able to be honest with anyone. And because you aren't honest with yourself, you're going to give a lot of passes for those that are not honest with you. Ashe, people learn how to treat us. Ayi bobo. Ashe yo. Here we have the star energy. So again, you could be an Aquarius. This energy is coming out big time. This is about tapping in to the resources and the spirit of you. There's been a lot of messages, a lot of downloads, a lot of upgrades coming through. I love this star card. There's been a lot. Your spiritual tribe is around you. You have 1 foot on this realm and 1 foot in the spiritual realm. Like I was saying, my yard, and balancing your scales. Ashe. So see where Aquarius is in your placements. See where Libra is in your placements. Ashe. Ashe, and Gemini, see where that is in your placements, because this is where you may have to focus a little bit more on heart. Don't overthink this. Allow your heart to communicate what it wants. Ashe, what you want. You're your heart and your heart is you. Ashe, we can be brain dead and still be here, but once our heart stops, that's it. This is where spirit resides. Ashe, take that to your altar, baby. But it is saying that there is some wisdom and some knowledge that is coming through for you. And you'll be able to, I wanted to say pour it forward, but, pass it forward, give it forward. Yeah, you'll definitely be able to share. So someone may be coming to you for advice. Give him the advice that needs to be given and keep it moving. If they be like, but wait, you're not here to solve or fix anyone's problems, not unless that's in the field, in the wheelhouse that you're being charged with, baby. Ashe, ashe. But, if you're one of my warriors, you know that we can't fix anyone. We can help, we can pray, we can point, we can guide, we can give the blueprint, but we cannot walk their path for them. And even if we try, we're taking ourselves off course of our own. We never know when this life cycle of us is going to take us to the next journey. Ashe, so we don't have, and I don't mean to sound negative or mean about this, but we really don't have time to waste. Ashe, ashe. You can only help a person as much as you can, not as much as they need, as much as you can. Ashe, ashe. Some people want to use your brain. There are a lot of people out here right now that are mentally lazy. Let this air sign energy come through. This is where you may have too much on your plate and you're becoming mentally lazy. You don't want to think. You don't want to find any solutions. You wish somebody would be there for you like you're always there for somebody else. Well, baby, it's time to show up for yourself. Ashe, ashe. You are unique. You're individual. You're very insightful. You're very intuitive. Ayi bobo. You seek guidance, and this is probably why people tend to come to you with their issues so much, because you always have the best answers and the best solutions. You're very positive, and you have a different way of viewing things. Ashe. So take some of that energy that you're always applying to everybody else and apply it to you. Ashe, something is going on in your life where you need to take a look at it from a different perspective. You need to pour into yourself, reminding you that you're doing an awesome job. You're doing the best that you can do with what you have right now. Ashe, and you have gone through a lot of challenges, and those challenges are on their way out. It's time for you to really focus on you. I have Oya here because when I've been sitting up here channeling, like I said, fall is coming early. Oya rocks with fall. Oya also rocks with Uranus as well as Pluto energy. Ashe, ashe. So, storms, you're on your way out of the storm. This conflict is, I feel like it's physically driven. Ashe, either you're stonewalling yourself or someone else is stonewalling you. You're trying to have a conversation, or you are, even if it's with yourself and there's something that is blocking you from openly acknowledging and admitting what it is you truly want. No dream is too big. It just depends on how much work you're willing to put in on your part to achieve. Ashe, because a lot of people be like, oh, that's too much work for me. I ain't going to do all of that. I'm going to just stay right where I'm at. Then be happy with what you get. Ashe, if you want change, you have to make change. So if you're not making any change, be happy with exactly what you have and where you are. Nothing from nothing leaves nothing. Ashe, Ashe. We have the Son of Wands here. This is your fire, your personal power. This is where once you make your final decisions, once you get the clarity that is coming around with this air element, I'm looking at it like the Ace of Swords, mental clarity. Whatever was weighing you down, whatever was keeping you in a state of confusion, Oya is coming through, moving all that shit. I see Ogun is coming out because Ogun is the one that will cut things down. You will go to Papa Legba at the crossroads where you already are. Ashe, Ashe. So get your offerings together. Get your rituals together. Ashe, start getting your plans together because we're at the crossroads. We're gonna, hit them four corners. Like I said, clean, cleanse, and consecrate them corners, baby. We're gonna hit these four corners. We're gonna acknowledge Papa Legba or whatever Lawa Orisha deity that you rock with. But if you're rocking with the ACRs, nothing gets done without Papa Legba. Ashe, Ashe. We're going to acknowledge that we are grateful for the information that has come through. And we're asking for some clarity. Ashe. We know that we're still in a nebulous time. We know that we're still in a retrograde time. We know that the communication is not at its optimum speed. Ashe. So we're asking for some grace and allowing us to be able to see with our spirit what we need to see right here in this moment. Not what's on the other side of this cloudy energy, but what we must do to handle and move forward right here, right now. Ashe, Ashe. Then you can open to Obatala, asking for keeping your coolness about you, especially in the mind. Ashe, he's one of the Orishas, deities that rocks with all of our Oris, regardless of who is the governor or governess of your Ori. That is Obatala's realm. He's also a creator. This video is coming to you on a Sunday, which is his day. Ashe, Ashe. So sitting down, meditating, tapping into that Virgo energy, but also tapping into the energies of Obatala. I feel like Obatala energy will work well with Virgo because he is the man of white. He is the man in the white clouds. Ashe, Ashe. So we see this communication, having a conversation with Obatala in regards to mental clarity, in regards to keeping cool as we continue to process the things that have come our way, acknowledging every time the same situation was presented and now we're doing something different. Celebrate those milestones, those little victories. They count. Ashe, if you chose yourself today when you've never chose yourself before, celebrate that. Don't look at it like I didn't do anything. You did everything. You've been asking for willpower and strength, and you're doing that. Honor it and acknowledge it. Ashe, Ashe. We can come through and ask Oya to work with Ogun in regards to clearing our path. Now, be mindful of this. Ashe, with any Lawa Orisha deity that you rock with, when you make a petition or you make a request, it doesn't matter whether you're experienced or they know your heart. They don't. So if you're just getting new to this, I would really just speak to spirit. Ashe, Ashe. I would really just ask my spirit to be my guide, to help lead me. If you don't rock with, any type of spiritual practice or any type of religion, you are spirit. Ashe, and spirit is you. So allow your spirit to help guide you. This is what the heart and the spirit is coming through anyway to do. Ashe, Ashe. And you are passionate. You're a go-getter. You like to take charge. You have no problem in doing so. However, this is a time where we are in amplified energy. What we've been throwing out is coming back to thee. That was all August. Ashe, we're now into September, where we're about to see what we reap or what we sow. This is that energy. Ashe, Ashe. So how are you going to move on the next leg of your journey? Like I said, celebration. It's a celebration, bitches. Come through, fellow Aquarius, Rick James. Ashe, Ashe. Play a Rick James song. Cold-blooded. Play that. Because that's how some people are going to feel. Some people may feel as though when you choose you're being cold-blooded. They're so used to you being there for them. Ashe, that the one time you say no, it's like you never say yes. All that. But there is a moment of seeing on the other side, and you will be celebrating. Celebrate your milestones. Celebrate the victory. Celebrate the success. Ashe. 3 is all about expansion. 3 is about unity and alignment. Whatever you are aligning yourself to, if you stay focused on your goals, if you stay focused on your spiritual growth, you will have something to celebrate. These hardships are not going to be around forever. And y'all already heard, not just from me, but from a lot of oracles and readers and, mambos, that your cycle is over. And I know that it sounds good in the moment, but then you don't believe it in the after. You need to know this because you're working, you're doing your part too. Ashe, if you're on some type of business adventure, expansion, you really need to start thinking of expanding because that energy is coming your way. If you're a one-man band, you may need an assistant. Ashe, you may need to, I'm hearing, boost up your presence on the social medias. Ashe, there's some form of expanding opportunity that is coming your way. So, carpe diem, seize the moment. Agi bobo, ashe yo. Oh. Let's turn that around. There's always, I feel like I'm seeing things. It is. Okay. What is already out here? We have offering. I told you, give your offerings. Your divine, your spiritual tribe, your Lawals, Odishas, spirit guides, spirit animals, and of course your ancestors, baby. Give your offerings. Ashe. Ashe. And I did gonna need my glasses. What is it saying? Work hard and stay humble. Ashe, ashe. You have a lot of to offer this world. You do. Give an offering. Ashe. That's your gratitude. That's your acknowledgement that you know that if nobody else physically was here rocking with you, your spirit tribe has been rocking with you. Divine has been rocking with you. Give your offerings. Give your petitions. Speak from the heart. Allow the heart to tell you the truth. Ashe, acknowledge the truth. Ayi bobo. There's a lot of power in you. And as opposed to using it solely for other people. Look, other people have been celebrating. They've been close to you. I've been trying to get y'all to understand that for some, these people are not meant to advance this round. But as long as they're riding someone's coattails, then they'll get to do just that. As long as they keep you close and you're willing to be so generous and so giving. Ashe, ashe. These roadblocks and challenges, they're on their way out. This is a time of being creative. Ashe, if you hate having hard talks, get creative. Don't make it seem like it's so hard. Ayi boo boo. Oh, Ashe, yo, we have cowrie shells jumping out here. That's a form of currency. So give an offering. Make sure to include some cowrie shells. Ashe, ashe. Rocking with charms. Doing divination work with charms, seeing what needs to be said. I just felt like Ogun in the cauldron putting little charms of swords, hammers, things like that. The forge, ayi bobo, some form of maybe like a piece of eucalyptus. These charms, put them in a cauldron. Whether you rock with the ATRs, Wicca, witchcraft, or whatever, a cauldron is really good to have. Ashe, ashe. What fell apart will come together. So there's some form of disconnect, disagreement. Maybe y'all just stop talking. That energy is coming back. Ashe. You're being encouraged to... I can't even speak on that. That's the decision that you have to make. Are you going to be around and allow this conversation to take place or not? Or is it curtains already? Has the door already closed on that? That's one of the decisions that you need to make, and maybe that's where you're feeling where you're being burdened with trouble. You don't want to have this conversation, but something good is definitely going to come from that. Ashe, ashe. You don't want to live in shoulda, coulda, wouldas. And then we have the Ouija board. Spirit is leading the way. I can't make this up. I can't make this up. So having a conversation, communicating with your spirit, with your heart. Ashe, you should be at your altar, at the round table, because what has been poured into you, you need to acknowledge that and start processing that, because soon you're gonna need to make a move before we really go into this hunter's harvest season, Ashe, or harvest hunter season. I.e., Bobo, winter's coming. Ashe, Ashe. This is a creative period for you. New ideas could bring prosperity. What did I say? With this air element out here, Ace of Swords, new ideas could bring prosperity. It's time to lay your burdens down. Pack light. Play Erykah Badu. Pack light. It's time to lay your burdens down. If you need a personal reading, amethystandclover@gmail.com, robinseaborn@gmail.com, or hit up your favorite tarot reader, priestess, mambo, get mambo, Ashe, Ashe, get that clarity and information that you need. Ashe, Ashe. Let's take a few more cards, seeing what else is coming through. We're in a time of solution-driven. Virgos, they are very meticulous. They like order, especially mental order. They don't focus solely on the problem. They are the ones that if anybody could fix it, they can. Ashe, Ashe. Oh, all right. We have the Page of Wands out here. New energy is coming through. All of these retrogrades, they're not happening for nothing. New energy is definitely coming through. You could be a fire sign. Aries. There you go. Aries. Ashe, Ashe. Sagittarius. Ayi, Bobo. And of course, Leo. Ashe. So, being passionate, being creative. I really am getting a sense of like a ritual. So whether you did a ritual for the super rare blue moon or the full moon, Ashe, or both moons, Ayi Bobo, this is coming through that energy is being acknowledged. Ashe, keep focusing on that. You can't take your eyes off the prize. Ashe, some of you are playing with fire and you know it. I don't know why that just jumped out, but there it is. Some of you are playing with fire and you know it. You need to rectify that. If you're trying to play the odds against the middle, there's some information that you don't even have. And I know that you're very powerful and you believe in yourself and you're very charismatic and you know you can juggle a lot. You got a lot of things going on, but you don't know everything. Ashe, yes, the cycle has ended. There has been some growth, but don't get overconfident and or cocky. Ashe, Ashe, like I always say, leave room for divine, leave room for life. We're still in Mercury retrograde, information technologies and everything. Ogun is out here rocking with his brother and fellow king of the three kings, if that's how you want to look at it. Ashe, Ashe, they'll always have some energies of destruction, tearing down, letting things go, playing with your words. Ashe, Ashe. So if you feel as though this is fire energy and earth energy. So this is the fiery part of, this is the earthly part of fire. So you're still being encouraged to move slow, proceed with caution, take it slow. This is Virgo energy coming through. So this is fire energy, which was just Leo. We've been talking about Leos. Rocking with the fire. So staying grounded, staying positive, staying optimistic. Ashe, fire energy, sun energy, fire energy, spirit energy. Ayi Bobo. We have the Four of Pentacles. For my warriors, y'all know that this has always been about a spiritual growth, a spiritual warfare, and balancing out the money aspect, the material aspect. Through the spirit comes the physical, so that part is a given. But if you've been making moves just solely for being, you know, to collect, you're about to have just that. And I know some people, that's all they want. They want the money. They don't want love. They don't want relationships until they get older. And I've been trying to figure out for the longest, y'all, is that Trump? Because I know they threw Prince in here, and I'm like, is that Trump? But nonetheless, you're so busy holding on to possessions that you yourself can't make a move. You've been so busy trying to protect and save and make sure, no one gets your money or no one gets close to you, that you put yourself in a box. When it comes to money, money is meant to flow. It's a currency. Ashe. So if you hold on to anything, especially on a money end, but if you're holding on to anything too tight, not only are you risking losing that, you're also putting yourself in a position to lose so much more. Ashe. So go with the flow on this. Let it flow. Ashe. If you have an opportunity to be generous, and I'm not in anyone's pocket, baby. When I speak of generosity, it doesn't have to be monetary. It could be something as making room for someone else. Like I said, someone may need advice, i.e. Bobo. Someone may look down, giving them a compliment. Ashe. This is sharing your wealth, especially on days that you're feeling good and you're feeling high and you're vibing high, and even if you have things going on, you still feel good. You want to share that energy. Throw that back, because that's what's coming back to thee. Ayi Bobo, Asheo. Listen, I have been seeing the Phoenix for at least 4 days, whether it's in word or the actual Phoenix. Judgment energy. Pluto energy. Ashe. Taurus. Scorpio energy. Going through the phases and the cycles of life. So you start out as a Scorpion, go through the eagle, and then you rise up to your highest self. Ashe. So this is a transformative time. This is a spiritual calling. And again, if anyone has been doing you wrong, trying to double talk, trying to trick you, trying to get you to side with them when it don't really affect either one of y'all, Ashe, be mindful of that. But this is a calling. This is a spiritual calling of enlightenment. You could be charged with being the one to help others see another side of a situation. Your spirit could be trying to get you to see another side of a situation. This is a hardship, yes, but I just heard the come up, the glow up, the growth of it is going to be so much more. Balance out your emotions, balance out your feelings. This is right under the Aquarius, Ashe. So you could be a Scorpio, you could be in a relationship with an Aquarius, Ashe. Now Taurus wants to come through when it's not Taurus' turn. When I want to talk about Taurus ain't have nothing to say. So Taurus is out here jumping out. Let the ice cream truck go by to remind you to have fun. Don't take life too seriously. Life is serious, but don't take it too seriously. Find a way to balance things out. We do have a lot of energies that look like people trying to hold you back. People trying to, like I said, ride your coattails. People trying to go along for this glow up that you have going on. Focus on your tribe. Focus on your ancestors. There are a lot of messages coming from the underworld, the underrealm, the other realms. Ashe, so Papa Lagba, the Baron, the Gay Days, Mama Brigitte. Oya, Ashe, because she is the gatekeeper of the crossover, of the newly ascended, connecting to the ancestors or going on to other realms for their judgment. Ashe, everybody gets judged, and you don't even have to go through, a death phase for that. You need to know that you can't please everybody. Somebody's going to always judge you. And I was having a conversation with two of my close, my twin and my niece, and they both said on the same day, just two total opportunities of conversation, that they do judge people because judgment is a part of discernment. Ashe, you gotta take people at face value and what spirit has to say, what your spidey senses are saying. We all get judged. Even though judgment is not right, who are you to judge? Ashe, you're not my divine, you're not my creator. Ayi Bobo. Nonetheless, people are judging anyway. Do not allow those people to become the hurdles and the roadblocks. giving you pause. Learn from trials and tribulations. Learn from the errors of your ways. Forgive yourself. Be kind to yourself. Love and heal and move on. Ashe, Ashe,